Why plumbing is important. We're going to talk about it in this video, and we're going to talk about it right now. I'm Roger Wakefield, lead AP, the expert plumber. I've been plumbing over 38 years, and I have every master endorsement in the state of Texas. On this channel, I'm teaching you how to fix your plumbing fast and free. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Why plumbing is important. It's funny because on my videos, I get asked the questions all the time, why do I think plumbing is the most important trade? Remember the old Norman Rockwell poster, "The plumber protects the health of the nation." Guys, this is true. The plumber has to be the plumber is responsible for delivering safe drinking water to your house and getting contaminated water away from your house. And you may think that's not that big of a deal. But if we all had diseased water coming into our house, everybody would get sick.
Oh my God, my insides are on fire!
And the person that really protects that more than anybody is actually the plumber. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against electricians. Most electricians don't like to get dirty. Plumbers, we get paid to play in the mud. So really, it's kind of pretty cool. We do a lot of things that most electricians, probably couldn't handle. An electrician, they get sparked, okay? They get electrified, they get electrocuted. Guys, that ain't fun. Have you ever been shocked by a lot of electricity? It hurts. That will piss you off. Because I'd probably be standing here, the expert electrician now. That's not what I want to be. I've had so much fun in my plumbing career, and I enjoy it. I've got friends that are electricians, and you know what? They are some really good people. Maybe a few screws loose, but they're some good people. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I've got some friends that are, but they cry a lot.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby.
Drywallers, carpenters, or anything at all like that. Not even HVAC guys. And then the worst of the worst. HVAC technicians. I'm joking about that.
Right.
But the plumber is the one who actually protects your health. And people say all the time, oh yeah, I see that, but I don't understand how they do it. Imagine if there was a cross connection in your plumbing supply and sewer water ended up getting into your drinking water. If it gets into your drinking water, it can get into your neighbors. It can get into the whole cities. Chicago World Fair, I believe it was 1932, 1933. So many people got sick and so many people died. It was traced back to plumbing. You want to make sure that if you are doing a plumbing job, you have a licensed plumber doing that work, a trained professional. Any plumbing repair you do should be done by a licensed plumber. Believe it or not, here in Texas, it's the law. The reason is, like I said, plumbers protect the health of the nation. What if you did something? What if you had a handyman come in and do a bad job and you made your family sick? How would you feel? Guys, it's that easy to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all handymen are bad, but I'm saying there's laws and licenses for a reason. There's the plumbing license law, the Texas State Board rules. We are supposed to be licensed to do what we do. If you're doing a plumbing repair and you have anybody else do it, chances are they're not licensed. They're not insured. If they were, they'd be doing things the right way. I teach how-to plumbing. I teach homeowners how to fix their own plumbing. Now, I know I just told you for plumbing repairs, you may want to call a plumber, but as a homeowner in Texas, as long as your house is registered as your homestead, you are legally allowed to do any plumbing on it that you want to. Now, you still have to pull permits. You still have to get the work inspected just like a plumber does, but you're legally allowed to do that. So that's why I teach people the things that they can do. Now, don't get me wrong, I teach people a lot of things that they may not want to do. And normally, they'll call a plumber at that point, but at least then they know what they're talking about. Plumbing is so important because of that main reason. A lot of people talk about plumbing tips and tricks and things like that. Guys, there's a lot of things you can do yourself, and I love the fact that that's what we're teaching. But we're trying to teach you the right way. We're not trying to teach you shortcuts. We're not trying to teach you ways to rig things to make them work. We're trying to teach you the right way to do everything you do. I'm a licensed plumber. I have years of experience, so when I teach you a plumbing tip or trick, it's normally to show you something that I've learned along the way that might help you do it better. And if I can show you something I've learned along the way and it helps you, better for you. There's nothing wrong with DIY plumbing as long as you actually do it yourself. I have messages all the time on my YouTube channel where people say, look, you taught me how to change a gas burner assembly on my water heater. You taught me how to rebuild my toilet. You taught me how to unstop the drain. There's a lot of things that we teach that I know you can do yourself. And like I said, if your home is registered as your homestead, you're legally allowed to do that here in Texas. Now, you may want to check where you live and see what it is that you're allowed to do and what you can do to see if you're breaking any laws. Don't get me wrong, I know people are going to break laws all the time. They're either going to do it on their rent house, they're going to do it for somebody else or a friend. They're going to call a handyman to come do it because it's cheaper. Guys, I understand. But is it worth the health of your family or your friends that come over? All I'm saying is think about what you're doing before you do it. I won a contest a few years back to become the expert plumber. And guys, I've used that to make videos to teach people about plumbing and how to do their own plumbing. To me, plumbing is one of the most important trades, probably the most, because it really can affect people's health. I know that an HVAC guy will tell you,
Well, if they have dirty ducts, that can affect their health.
an electrician will tell you,
Well, if they have faulty electricity, it could set the house on fire.
guys, I completely understand and I'm not disagreeing with that. That's not good. But if the wrong person comes in and works on your plumbing system and either gives you tainted water that's got disease or anything like that in it, works on your gas system, doesn't check for leaks, and there's an explosion, guys, you can have the same kind of problems. The tainted water, if it ever gets back into the city water main, now you can make an entire town sick. Guys, plumbers protect the health of the nation, and there's a reason that I think is the most important trade, and that's it. If you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, if you're an HVAC, if you're in any of the trades, do me a favor, leave a comment down below and let me know which trade you think is the most important and why.
Why? 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 Why?
I think plumbing, but it probably has a lot to do with the fact that I'm a plumber. And Norman Rockwell said plumbers protect the health of the nation. So do me a favor, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you hadn't done it yet, please subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the Expert Plumber, and I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.